Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and to another video. So, I know like I stated before in my last video, I have not been uploading as frequently, and I do apologize for that. It's not that I don't love you guys, it's just that, like I said, I've been very busy lately. I just started a new job. It's really awesome. I do love my new job. So I actually work at a transmission shop now, instead of just Jeeps. Now I am pulling out transmissions and sending them off to be rebuilt, or maybe rebuilding them myself. We shall see. I've only had 2 days there. But yeah, so I've had a lot going on lately. But I have still been able to collect cars, just not necessarily make videos of unboxing them. So we've got a lot of cars just sitting on this shelf next to me here. So we're going to start getting through these and putting some videos out. So for today, we've got all Chevys, some really nice classic Chevys, some 70s stuff, early 70s, 60s stuff. We've got a 1970 Chevy Nova SS. This is a Hearst edition. So really cool little Hearst paint job on that one. We've got some Greenlights today. These are all Greenlights. We haven't done any Greenlights in quite a while, so we'll do a Greenlight video. So here is our 1969 Chevy Camaro from the Pawn Stars series. Or, I'm sorry, it's the Greenlight Hollywood series. It's from the show Pawn Stars. We've got one from the Black Bandit collection, which we haven't seen in quite a while. The Black Bandits are a little bit less common, I guess you could say. But it's a 64 Impala lowrider. I imagine this is the same casting as the one from the recently released Greenlight California Lowriders series, just a different paint job for it, but still really cool. I will be putting that with the rest of my lowriders. And now we've got another 1970 Chevy Nova. I'm not sure if this is an SS or not, so we'll have to take a closer look and figure out whether that's an SS or if it's a lower trim package. But anyway, let's get started. So we'll bring the lift over, and we will get our 1970 Chevy Nova SS. This one's definitely an SS. We'll get this guy out of the box and up onto the lift. Okay, so upon further examination, I'm starting to see that this is not just a Hearst Edition Nova or anything like that. This is, I guess, a grand prize. This car would be a grand prize for the Name the Shifter contest, which, unfortunately, I don't know much about that. I imagine it was a contest that Hearst had, maybe in the early 70s, late 60s. But I guess if you were the winner, you got yourself a 1970 Chevy Nova SS. We have written on the side here, 3-speed stick automatic, 396 cubic inch displacement, 350 horsepower. It says Hearst-O-Matic right above the window there. Name the Shifter contest on the back fender. You've got Hearst emblems everywhere you look. Nice gold stripe on there too. It does have a Hearst license plate on it, obviously, because what do you expect? And yeah, my grubby hands are back. I don't know if any of you noticed, but the past few videos my hands were looking pretty clean because I wasn't working. But now that I'm back to work, those of you that like to criticize my dirty hands, we're back to it. So, but so you take a look under the hood there. Nice chrome engine detail. There's your 396 big block, producing 350 horsepower, like it says on the side of the car. I imagine that may have been a crankshaft horsepower rating and not a wheel horsepower rating. So you imagine through an automatic you're probably getting less than 300 to the wheels, but whatever. Very good looking car though. I really like this thing a lot. I love Hearst stuff. Novas are really cool, especially Nova SS. There's our 396 badge. If you look ever so closely, right there above the turn signal, you can just make out the 396 numbers there. Very, very good looking car. take a quick peek underneath, as we always do, or at least try to. There is our, can we focus on it? There you go. 1970 Chevy Nova SS. So we do have a year, make, and model listed on this guy. That's always nice. Very, very cool. So we'll take a quick look at the card here. Not much to see, as always with Greenlight. It just says, name the shifter contest, Hurst-O-Matic. If you know anything about the Name the Shifter contest, leave a comment. Let me know what it was all about. Let me share your knowledge with me. Can get rid of that glare. Yeah, same thing on the back. Although we do have the officially licensed, that's Indianapolis officially licensed product. So we got the sticker on there. That's pretty cool. So we get that tucked into the box. And we will get our 1970 Nova SS into our little parking lot here. So we can get our next car opened, which is another, another 1969 Chevy Camaro from Greenlight. We have quite a few of these. I think all of my Camaros, or at least, yeah, all of my first generation Camaros are all either 67s or 69s. So we might have to do something about that. But I'm going to go ahead and get this guy opened up and onto the lift. Alright folks, so right off the bat I'm noticing some stuff here. As always with Greenlight, the quality control is just absolute dog water. So it looks like our bumper is actually on upside down or like sideways. But as you can see, it doesn't wrap around the front of the car the way it's supposed to. It looks like hell. There is a 302 sticker or lettering or numbering on the cowl hood there. I know Camaros never came with a 302 in them, so I don't know what that's all about. I can't quite get the hood open on this one either, just because it's a, you know, Greenlight quality, baby. It's almost to the point I like kind of don't want to collect them anymore. As we come around to the back, you can see the absolute butchery that is the taillights and spoiler on this thing. It's a mess back here, folks. The thing looks like it got rear-ended. Yeah, absolutely dog water quality control, as always, from Greenlight. It's to be expected at this point. When I get a Greenlight car and there's nothing wrong with it, I'm actually surprised now. You know, with Johnny Lightning, I can deal with the tires being a little wonky, and, you know, sometimes the axles aren't perfectly straight anymore, and I get it. But, I mean, it's like they don't even try with these sometimes. From Greenlight. Yeah, that's a shame. So, we'll move right along and get that eyesore off of camera. A little annoyed about that. Real quick, we'll take a look at the card too. It's Pawn Stars. This one is from Pawn Stars. So Pawn Stars takes you inside the colorful world of the pawn business. On the outskirts of Las Vegas, 3 generations run the family business, and there's clashing and camaraderie every step of the way. Yeah, if you've ever watched Pawn Stars, it's an alright show. It's kind of obnoxious, but yeah, there's some interesting stuff that comes through that pawn shop, but, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, we'll keep moving right along to something a little less messed up. Into the 64 Chevy Impala Lowrider from the Black Bandit collection. So we'll get this guy out of the box. Alright, so here is our 64 Chevy Impala, the best year ever for the Chevy Impala. We've got the hood open there, with the Beach Boys' favorite 409 under the hood, of course, being that this has to be an Impala SS. Very, very good-looking car. Absolutely love it. It looks fantastic in all black. I know with the Black Bandit series, or Black Bandit collection, a lot of times what Greenlight will do is they'll end up... that's not the best example, but a lot of the trim will get blacked out sometimes. So I really like this one that still has all of the chrome trim lines and everything. There's those nice spoked wheels with some black detail in them. Black interior. Looks absolutely awesome. And then, of course, on the back there is our license plate, the black Bandit. That's the little black Bandit. There we go. Emblem on the trunk there. There's some nice orange peel in the paint, if you're seeing that. Nice. That looks like, well, it looks like Greenlight. So I think I'm going to start getting a little bit more selective about what I collect from these guys. Unless they overnight step up their quality control game, I don't really see much of a point to collecting them anymore, really. They're just, it's gotten to a point where it's just upsetting. In fact, interestingly enough, oh, no, okay. That was just a light. I almost, for a second, I thought that front right wheel was just all chrome and not painted black to match the rest of the wheels. Stay level, please. There we go. Good enough. But a really good looking car anyway. Again, I do love lowriders a lot. I've just recently added a Johnny Lightning lowrider to my collection, so I will be moving some stuff around to make room for this guy. Very good looking car. And of course the triple taillights there. And our Impala emblem, or what does that say? What is that little badge there? Yeah. That little badge above the taillight does say Impala on it. Excuse me. Scoot this guy over real quick. Oh man. All over the lift today. And we will take a quick look at our card here. This is part of the Black Bandit collection. This is Series 26. So I think this is relatively new. We've got, oh my god, the 1944 M4 Sherman tank. So they did a Black Bandit version of, one second, this guy. So that means somewhere Greenlight has made an all-black, murdered out M4 Sherman tank. That's interesting. We've got the 64 Chevy Impala lowrider right there, the 82 Chevy K20 Scottsdale, 2021 Chevy Corvette Stingray, a 2021 Jeep Gladiator, and a 2021 Ram 2500 Crew Cab. Yeah, really the only thing that's calling out to me there is that 82 Chevy. The tank might be kind of interesting. I don't know. But, yeah, the rest of that stuff is mostly just newer stuff, so. But again, very, very cool. Very excited to have the 64 Impala added to the collection. Always love to add another lowrider. So, we will get this guy parked up next to the Camaro. You can see them over there in the corner. And we will get into our last car for today's video. This 1970 Chevy Nova. Alright, so like I said earlier in the video, we would determine whether this was a super sport or not upon further examination. And upon further examination, let's do this without dumping the car off the lift. We have discovered an SS badge in the middle of the grille there, which tells us that that is, if you can't already tell by the way it looks, that is your 396 cubic inch big block Chevy V8 under the hood producing, like it says on the brochure, 350 horsepower. Where is it? There it is. So we know the horsepower rating. That's good. Very cool looking car. It's nice to have a little comparison of what like a regular factory 1970 Chevy Nova would look like compared to the Hursted out version. So very, very good looking car. Nice little white pinstripe down the side. That looks pretty cool. Or is that chrome trim? You never know with stuff from the 70s. But really nice looking car. We've got some Goodyear tires on there with what looks to be American Racing torque thrust wheels. And there is another SS badge right in the middle of the trunk there to further confirm my suspicions, followed by the little Nova emblem over the taillight there. And I think actually it says Nova 396 there, although I don't have my glasses on. So, if you know what the Nova was called in Spanish-speaking countries, leave a comment. Because if you speak Spanish, you would know that the words no va means doesn't go. So when Chevy tried to sell the Nova in Mexico and, you know, other countries that speak Spanish, needless to say, the name kind of had to be changed. That didn't go over too well. I don't think anybody is going to buy a car called the Doesn't Go. So if you know, because I can't remember what the Nova was called in Spanish-speaking countries, go ahead and leave a comment for that one, and I'll pin your comment to the top. So, get your name out there or something. But, yeah, interesting little story about the Nova. They, the marketing team kind of overlooked that one, didn't they? Paint on this one looks really good, too. We don't have any orange peel. You get a nice view of the roof there. Good view of that reflection. You can see the paint is nice and smooth on this one. It looks really nice. Although we do have fingerprints on the inside of the glass, as always with Greenlight, because if you go like this, rub the window, the fingerprint's still there, which means it's on the inside, which means the people at the Greenlight factory aren't wearing gloves when they're putting these little windows in the cars, which is not only gross, but, I mean, come on, guys, get it together. Lack of quality control. Oh well. So we will take a quick look at our card here. This is from the Vintage Ad Cars series, number 6. We do have another Hearst advertisement on this one. You may win an... Oh my god. No way. So this hit the jackpot. You may win a 1970 Chevrolet Nova from Hearst. Huh. I wonder if this was the, had something to do with the competition of the Name That Shifter contest. Or maybe this was something different. I don't know. It looks like a little slot machine. Maybe you'd play the slot machine in the dealership or something. My eyes aren't good enough to read this. Maybe you can pause the video and give that a read for yourself. I can't quite make that out. But, yeah, another Hearst contest. You could win a 1970 Chevy Nova. Oh, wait, here you go. Look. So that's the Nova that you could win. The Hearst jackpot. Huh. Interesting. I'll get that card tucked in there. Oh, we'll take a quick look here. We do have the rest of the cars in this series. A 69 Datsun 510, a 70 Chevy Camaro. We've seen that. That's the Mr. Gasket one. I'm not digging that out. Our 70 Chevy Nova here. The 70 Jeepster Commando. We've seen that one too. I'm not digging that out either. If you want to see it, go watch the video. 77 Volkswagen Rabbit and the 82 GMC Caballero. I don't have that one. I have a Caballero, but it's not from the Vintage Ad Cars series. It's from the Blue Collar series, I think. But anyway, my cat is scratching at the door because she's upset. So, we have gone through 4 cars, but I think we have a little bit more time on our hands, actually, than I kind of thought, because we didn't really spend too much time on this abomination of a Camaro. So, what do you say we open a little bonus car? Alright, so we're going to do a mystery bonus car. I've got it hidden behind this rag here. Now, the dragsters are out, so you guys know what that means, but they're very specific dragsters. I've only pulled out my Rollin' Long Hawaiian dragsters. So, behind the curtain, we have Rollin' Long's support vehicle for the Hawaiian dragster team. Is that not the coolest thing? So it's a 73 Chevy C10, so it's two-wheel drive. And it's painted up to match the Hawaiian cars. So these guys are the various different color variations from Johnny Lightning. This is not a Johnny Lightning, this is an Auto World, so keep that in mind. This is also a Johnny Lightning Rollin' Long Hawaiian. But this is one of the 50th anniversary cars, and it seems that this one kind of matches up with the paint job on this truck the best compared to the rest of the cars that we have here. So very, very cool stuff. Although it's not a dragster, it sure looks like one. So we'll get this guy out of the box, and we're going to go over all the interesting stuff that we have on this card here. We got a lot of cool stuff to read. So here is our 1973 Chevy C10. This is, again, Rollin' Long's Hawaiian support vehicle. So I guess basically the crew truck, or a, you know, whatever, parts getter, whatever you want to call it. Basically the exact same paint job as Rollin' Long's 72 Hawaiian Charger. In the background, again, I do have his 71 Charger, so you can see some of the differences there. You've got two stripes on the roof, and it's a different car, obviously. But the paint job on this truck does match up very well with the 72 Dodge Charger. So we'll stick that underneath. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Yeah. So under the hood there, this is a either a 350 or a 305. One of the two, being that it's a C10, so it's 1500 equivalent, or a half ton, yes. Half-ton pickup truck. Two-wheel drive, because you don't really need four-wheel drive in Hawaii, I guess. But really nice-looking truck. So the biggest dilemma that I have with this truck is I don't know if I should display it with my Auto World square-body pickups, or if I should display it with my dragsters. It's like, where do I park it? You know, that's the biggest dilemma I'm having right now. It looks absolutely stunning, though. Being that it's an Auto World, the quality of this thing is just absolutely top-notch. You know, as terrible and lousy as Greenlight is how awesome Auto World is with the quality of their vehicles. Looks absolutely stunning. A little bit of orange peel on the hood there, but not, you know, nothing crazy. Really, really nice. No square tires, no bumpers hanging off, no taillights missing. None of that nonsense. Very, very cool. So we will take a quick look at our card here. Or not a quick look, because it's Auto World, so there's actually some fun stuff to read on here. So we have fast facts on here. It says the name of the funny car, Hawaiian, comes from Long's home state, or Leong. I don't know if it's Rollin' Leong or Long. I just say Rollin' Long. His home state of Hawaii. So that makes perfect sense. In his early years, Rollin' Long actually learned how to build nitro Hemi engines under the tutelage of Keith Black. So if you look, I believe, yes, Keith Black's name did make it onto both vehicles right there on the front fender right there and down there. You can see his name, so he got his due credit. And then there's a picture of the 72 Dodge Charger, the Hawaiian. That is my exact model right here. So that's pretty cool. Right, and then over on the back, learn a little bit about the Racing Legends series from Auto World. So it says, Over-the-top funny cars dominated drag racing popularity from the late 60s to the mid-1970s. Imagine sitting in the stands covered with hot smoke from Jungle Jim or Chi-Town Hustler's ear-splitting burnouts. Chi-Town Hustler. You got to look out for that. His support vehicle, too. I have a couple Chi-Town Hustlers. I think I have 2 of them. Or maybe the epic crash of Roland Long's Hawaiian funny car driven by Larry Reyes at this 1969 Winter Nationals. Auto World and One Stop Diecast are proud to share these support vehicles, which pay tribute to the racing legends who not only made the grade, but made the sport an indelible part of American racing history. There we go. That was a mouthful. One Stop Diecast, so this is a collaboration between them and Auto World. So I did find this guy online because I have no idea if this is even a store or if it's just online stuff. But these are all 6 of the different trucks or support vehicles in this series. So we have Roland Long's Hawaiian. And this is what I'm going to be after next, is the Chi-Town Hustler. Because like I said, I do have 2 Chi-Town Hustlers. Here's one of them here, the green one. So it'd be very cool to have another support vehicle to help support my my Johnny Lightning Dragster collection. So some pretty interesting stuff on that card. Again, we'll take another look at the front of that. It's a really cool looking card. I like that a lot. We'll get that tucked into the drawer, and maybe this awesome truck will redeem today's lousy Camaro. And I know exactly what I'm going to do with this in the parking garage. So what do you say? We'll put these guys back and we'll pull the parking garage over for one last look at all of today's vehicles. Alright, so there is our 1964 Chevy Impala SS with the 409 all blacked out, looking great. Right next to the 1970 Chevy Nova SS, well, both 1970 Chevy Nova SSs, of course, one being the Name That Shifter contest car, and the other one being the just red. But both very cool, big block cars. And then our abomination of a Camaro with its flipped over bumper and weird 302 badge on the hood. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Whatever. And then, of course, upstairs we do have the star of today's video, the 1973 Chevy C10 Hawaiian support vehicle with the 72 Dodge Charger Hawaiian Dragster on the trailer. So that is an awesome little truck and trailer combo. I absolutely love that. Oh, wow. That is awesome. So that is going to do it for today's video, guys. Make sure you leave a comment, leave a like. Tell me which car was your favorite. Hit the subscribe button and do all the other things too. And thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.